One of the most memorable experiences I had with Kerry was on October 3rd, 2018. And I remember the day very clearly because we had a run-out concert to Sarnia. We performed at the Imperial Theatre there. It was a very memorable day because I was basically Kerry's right-hand man all day long. I forget what Sharon was doing, but she couldn't play concertmaster. So I was Kerry's concertmaster, but I was also his librarian, I was his chauffeur, I got his coffee, I was his personal assistant. There was a lot of responsibility that day, but I did it with pleasure, of course. So I arrived bright and early at the Stratton home. Elizabeth gave us her Volkswagen SUV to use for the day, which was very nice of her, thank you. And it was a lot of fun to drive on the highway. I was pretty nervous at first because Sarnia is about 3 hours, and 3 hours with your boss in the passenger side can be a little bit daunting. But once the conversation got started, I got very comfortable, and we basically talked about politics, cars, music, and conducting. We basically just rotated those 4 subjects. When one subject ended, another one would begin, and we just went in a constant loop. And I think this is one of Kerry's greatest qualities. No matter how big his personality, how big his appetite for life, his charisma, his vast musical knowledge, he was still an everyman. You could talk to him as if you were talking with your best friend. You're just equals. So we played the concert. They had a reception for us, which was very nice. Lovely people there. I hope we go back very soon. And then we got back in the car on our way back to Toronto. And Kerry fell asleep maybe the last hour or so. And it was an exhausting day. I was exhausted, and I'm half of Kerry's age. And he was on the radio the very next day. And he gave 100% at the rehearsal, 100% at the concert. I'm sure he gave 100% at the radio the next day. He was just fully committed all the time to any project he did. And the amount of willpower he had in that day and all days is just incredible. It's just very inspiring. I honestly can't remember what repertoire we performed at that concert, who was in the orchestra. I can't remember if there were any concertmaster solos. But what I do remember from that day is our drive together, and that's a memory I'll always cherish.